we're going to talk about one of the greatest war heroes before Heracles, which is Perseus. This is Greek mythology. It's one of my favorite things to read about. But Perseus was a demigod, and that means that he was the son of a god, but he was mortal on Earth, and he could still die just like any human being. His mother, his name was like Dani or something like that. I think it's, if I'm saying it right, Dani or something like that. Starts with a D. But anyway, his mother was an unwilling, basically, well, she was unwilling in one part, but basically, Perseus's grandfather was told of a prophecy pertaining to Perseus and him, that basically, it says that basically Perseus's grandfather's daughter, which was Perseus's mother, was told, basically, it was told that Perseus's grandfather was going to have a grandson, which would have been Perseus himself, and it was stated that the grandson would destroy the grandfather's, basically was destined to destroy the grandfather. So Perseus's grandfather has his own daughter locked up in a tower, in the hopes that she would die of starvation. So when no news came that the daughter died, he goes to the tower to see if the daughter's dead, and he finds her holding a son. So he's pissed that somehow she outsmarted him and lived, and stuff like that. And it was rumored that he was the son of Zeus, that he was basically the son of Zeus, who was the god of thunder and lightning. Now, it states that basically, when the grandfather put them on some type of boat, he was trying to kill them, and with Perseus as his father being Zeus, he actually saved them and stuff like that by not killing them. So basically, they end up in some town, and this one king sets eyes on Perseus's mother. So basically, he wants to marry the mother. The mother is an unwilling bride. She doesn't want to marry this guy. But so and if nobody can basically do the task that this one guy, that the king wanted, then she'd be forced to marry him, and she would have no say so in the matter. So Perseus decides, okay, he's like, here's my offer. He says, I'm going to bring you the head of Medusa. And anybody who saw Medusa face to face has never lived to tell about it, because Medusa, now when it comes to her, she was a type of monster. Basically, onlookers would look into her face, and they would look into her eyes, and they would turn to stone instantly, just like that. So how was Perseus going to overcome this? He basically was given a shield, a sword, and a reflection to look at. Basically, they told him that you could look at a reflection and you wouldn't turn to stone, but just don't look her straight in the eye. So he basically was given Zeus's sword. He was given a shield by and he was given Hades' shield, or something like that, or Athena's shield, I forget. But basically it was told that basically don't look at her, or you would turn to stone. So when he gets to her lair, he tries to find her, which he does. But what he does is that he looks through the shield, so he sees her reflection, and then he chops off her head. And now the thing about this is that doesn't matter with Medusa's head being chopped off or not, the eyes would still work. So even with her no longer being alive, she'd still be able to turn people to stone. And so when Perseus goes back to where his mother is staying at, he tells the king, "Here, I brought you your gift," and he holds up the head. The king and Perseus' grandfather were so frightened and shocked by what they had saw, they both turned to stone on impact. And it's one of the greatest stories in Greek mythology, that basically, even though Heracles was a great war hero too for Greek mythology, but Perseus would have beaten him to it before Heracles came along. And stuff like that. So that's kind of an interesting thing to know.